Up, everybody? I'm just tweeting the link out. You know what time it is. Hey, shout out to everybody in the comments post section right now that say they watched the video and watched the intro. You're a legend if you're listening to this. But if you know what the drill is, bro. Speed this up if you're watching this later. Just getting the link out. Make sure you like, subscribe, and tweet it out as well. Tell people we're here. Finna talk about some Zen. Finna talk about how Phoenix launch went. It's gonna be pretty epic. But yeah, give me like 30 more seconds to set this stream up, and we're gonna get it going, y'all. Damn, did I hear a little jingle? Little jingle jammo in the background. Dr. V-Ray with the 21. Hey, I wish I had a bump for you. Yo, bro. Thank you. Thank you so much, Dr. V-Ray. That is much appreciated. Didn't have to do that. What's up, everybody? What's up, YouTube? What's up, cyberspace? How's it going, internet land? This your boy Crypto Bruh coming back again with another video for some daily Zen content. It is Monday, May 1st, 2023, and I can't be happier to be here on the net and streaming about Zen. If you've been following the channel, you know the hair has gone into its own world. It has its own life now as well. It survived the dip. Yeah, we're gonna keep that going. But had a great weekend. Hope you had a great weekend as well. Participated in Phoenix launch on Saturday. If you've been in the telegrams, you've seen me bullying people. Sorry if you think I'm a bully in Telegram. I just come through and I just start dropping facts. But it's just crypto, bro. You gotta get tougher skin, man. You dealing with alligators out here. People got these. People got skin, bro. That's all I'm trying to say for whoever knows who knows. And I'm sorry though if you feel like I'm bullying you. I will tone it down a bit. But what's up, chat? Thank you guys for coming through. Shout out to Dr. V Ray. Yeah, I actually got the monetization on my channel, so that was pretty sick. Uh, Turn that on. So thanks to everybody that's been supporting the channel. Everybody in this community is showing how strong the Zen world is going to become when all eyes are on us. But if you're here this early and you're vibing and you understand, you're actually the fucking winner. I'm just the other person in your reality watching or helping you get the info while you're winning. You feel me? That's just basically how I'm living this shit. Let's go ahead and just jump right into it. Let's just jump right into it. Let's jump right into it. We've been buying DBZN. We've been buying. I don't know about you, but we've been buying. Let me get this music. Let me make sure the music is chill and the audio. Everything's chill. Sick. But what's up, Crypto Mom? Thanks for pulling up to the stream. Shout outs to my peeps out in UK. Yeah, Dr. V Ray on the other side of the planet as well. Thanks for pulling up. We got Hex and more in the chat. What up, DJ Reese? What's up, Mr. E? Class 1984. What's good? David, what it do? Magalina, what's up? Watching 4 a.m. Hawaii time. Damn. Rub your eyes. It gets got a sip of coffee one time. But shout outs to you. Thanks for pulling up. Yeah, let's get into it though. So off the rip, I'm gonna talk about Phoenix, but you already know I wore the DBZN shirt. It's Monday. It's DBZN day. And I got some intel, as my guy Simple would say. I got some intel on my experience of how I've been moving, and I think this is actually wrong. This actually should be probably 117, so I don't think I did that like that. Actually, I think this is lower than that. This has. I'm gonna figure this out. We'll just keep it two for now. But I know yesterday's buy was definitely lower because I caught them lows, and we're still right in that area. But I've been buying on the way down. I haven't actually been burning. If you've been watching the channel, then you know we've been watching the burn on DBZN, and you know we are in a cycle. So that's what's going to happen here. There's going to be a lot of different DBZN cycles, and the real players will be the people that play those cycles and stay relevant to what they can become. So this is something that I've discovered, and I wish I would have discovered it at the top of the cycle because I would have had a better opportunity to make a better move today. You know, but it's just what it is. You know, you do your crypto stuff. You never know what the potential of a project's going to be. You do as much research as possible, and if you know if there's not too much relevance to how it's going to exist, it just makes it a little bit harder for you to you know go balls deep. But I tried my best, and what I did do though is I DCA'd and burned again way back here. So if you've been following the channel, we was burning back there. We got the receipts on the burn sheet. We was burning. We spent $333 on the first week of DXN, and we got 68 DXN and made a profit of 300 bucks. So that this risk factor of a week is really what you're always going to be looking for in these cycles. So I'm on the other side of the fence now. But if you're just getting started and you're trying to say like, hey, I want to DBZN my life away, right? You're going to want to make sure you get to ZenPub always. And then you're going to need to start analyzing the chain you want to get into, because now that we are getting towards the bottom of, at least in my opinion, I feel like we're getting to the bottom of this DBZN cycle, and I'll show some data on why I believe that. But I do feel like going lower in price, going lower in pools means that activity in Zen is dead. But we got data to show that Zen activity is not dead. So, bruh, you can't turn the machine off unless you're gonna shut it all down. And looking at yesterday's lobby here in the ETH world, it did close in almost parallel. It was about 2 billion less Zen burned in yesterday's lobby at 25 billion, and the day before on Sunday it was 27 billion. So the low of March 26th, that's 4 days after DBZN got started. We're looking at around 25 billion was burned before we had the ramp up to the top of the cycle, which happened very quickly again because no one really understood what was going on here. So those 2 weeks after that first week were definitely a lot of speculation burn, which I'm waiting for that to come back. I already know it's going to come back. I'm not really worried about the speculation burn. What I'm focused on right now is how we are having a steady decrease in burning, and we have an increase in reward claiming. So when it has an increase in reward claiming, that typically is kind of showing that there could be some volume of burn coming because now people have claimed they just keep this is what I mean. People claim the reward and then they sell it on the market. So if the return on basically mining DBZen by burning Zen and providing Ethereum, if that is still profitable, people are going to basically wash their Zen through this protocol to sell the tokens on the other side. Now, this is turning into the real well game, and that's why I think it's not as steady as it was. So we had some stability here where it did not have a lot of claiming going on. It was pretty much the samey. But then we had that increase April 24th, 23rd. So if we go look at the chart, we'll see here that April 23rd. Oh, let me get on the dailies. And you've been following the channel, man. You know what time it is. We were saying that it could go down to $20 and test these lows below the 20. Just because the whales have control of selling. So make sure you like and subscribe, share, turn on post notifications. If you're trying to get that daily Zen content, I'm here every single day, Monday through Friday, 10:30ish. Be on CPT time, so sometimes I show up at 10:36. But shout out to everybody that waits around for what's going on. Oh, hey, thanks for the £5, my guy Demon. 602 Damien, I should say. I said Demon because I'm American, but Damien, what's up, dude? Morning. Thank you for pulling up to the stream. What's up, Trace City West? Thanks for pulling up. Trace City West goes, you're using a Word document. I am, but that's just because you got to write, man. I got a spreadsheet, bro. Haven't even talked about it yet, but that's for the earnings. We'll get to that to put it all together into a big ass perspective for you, at least what I'm analyzing. Because again, I'm not a financial advisor. We always say this in the show. Don't mind the Pepe. That's been there since 2020. I'm not marketing that in any way. Let's rewind the videos. You'll always see the Pepe there. But this is not financial advice at all, bro. This is just me being me. If you know what time it is, this your boy Crypto Bruh. I am a DJ/producer here in the real world, and I love cryptocurrency, so that's why I talk about it. But other than that, don't follow me. Do your own thing. We was looking at DBZen pulling back as much as possible. It's crazy to see that yesterday we did have that capitulation of somebody who just like decided to dump all their coins at one time. This is really good to see because now we're just filling this candle out and looking at this is the daily. So looking at the RSI here, we could still see some downside. Just more lows to the downside. We do have this support trend coming directly from the base of DBZen price action. So I don't think we could really get that low. My like real scenario here is anywhere between my like ideal lows would be between 20 and 10. Now that's being like super like, oh my god, it's over. Like, oh my god, they're really selling, because this is again going back to what's happening here. Now we're okay, now this is, I'm gonna show you the alpha. Okay, so pay the fuck attention. Look at the RSI here. We have bullish diversions because we broke out over this downtrend here, and it got smacked again, and it's down again. But oops. But this pattern is making a higher high, because if unless this pattern goes down to test this low again, at any moment of momentum turning around, we're going to create a higher high. So we've been down in this range here since the 23rd. Okay, so again, I'm putting this all into perspective for everyone, and why I love DBZen and why again I was really bullish in the beginning back in February, because I knew there would be pool cycles where there's going to be more price action than there is staking. And when there's more price action than staking, that means the stakers, they get a yanking. So what's happening right now is we had that big capitulation at the bottom here in the reward pool, right? Homie came or homegirl came and they took all their coins out, right? On 12,000 of those DXN tokens. And it's been pretty choppy ever since. We haven't been able to find stability or find a real down person to hodl. No, I don't care. Do whatever you want, man. This is a 62-year project. So it's great to see that this is what's happening. We do have people who were washing the pools. So you have those influx of reward claims. And now it's starting to decline again. And yesterday was actually a lower low on the claims. So for some reason they claim a little light, a little less yesterday. Wonder why. I wonder if there's a cycle in the pool that's potentially happening. Now, what I've been doing again, I've been DCAing into the buy side. Don't worry about this shit. This is actually this has nothing to do with this. We're looking at this. I've been DCAing on the buy side of DBX or DBXN. So for me, I've actually started to turn a profit today. So as you can see here on the 21st, I had a lot more earnings, but because that person on the 23rd, which probably was someone who was helping pump that lobby, stopped burning, they obviously didn't contribute to the ratio. So my same amount of DBXN was actually getting less and less divs or ETH reflection. So then I was like, damn, it's time to go in. So on the 25th, I was like, yeah, it's time to start buying. So I added just a few, and every single day up until today. So the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So like the last week in DBXN, I was making less while buying, while creating more DXN. So I'm staking in the pool and I'm getting less divs because of again, there's not that many people burning. But even though it's a slow decline, I'm still making some motherfucking dibs. So like, this is why I'm like, yo, I don't understand. People are tripping. Like, you're still making Ethereum if you hodl through all of this like bullshit. So hodling through, and then finally yesterday, I turned positive. So I can make this a nice where's the background color part of this? Right here. I'm gonna give it a blue color because it's on Crypt. Cause no, I'm just kidding. I don't gangbang. But yeah, just so we could say we could be like, cool. Let's make this lighter actually, because I don't know why it's so dark. But we could be like, cool. We're finally in the positive. We'll see if I bought some more and I put it in the pool. So we'll see if my divs start to grow throughout the week. But this could potentially be that turning point, in my opinion, where the reward pool becomes popular again, causing this to get weirder. So maybe we can get some lower lows. And that's why I'm like, maybe we can get down to this $10 range, but that would be like a super wick where someone is basically, they're destroying their principle of position, where they're like, hey, maybe I got 1,000 DXN and I'm just going to wreck the price and I'm just going to sell them all. Then maybe they come through. But what we could see here, if we rise from the ashes of DBXN's tiers, we can see that we don't have any large sales in DBXN. Again, that's what I was saying. It would take someone that has like 1,000 of these coins that they're willing to let go to really change the dynamic of things. But are they going to come through? I don't know. That's the part. I don't know. And the DXN pool is slowly growing again. And this is crazy because Rosvin, we'll save this tweet for later. My guy Rosvin, oh yeah, no, I retweeted it. He's just sending so many subliminal shots at like what's going to happen. So if you just follow the all the right pieces of the puzzle, you'll see that in the Zen world, they're like kind of giving you the roadmap of what you can expect if you can just pay attention or go out and do your own research, man. Like really get on ZenPub, pick a day, sit the fuck down, and then start your journey from that day, bro. Put your ass in the seats. Go, okay, today is May 1st, 2023, and I am analyzing this from today. And then you're going to be able to immerse yourself in this ecosystem. This is different than any other crypto, right? Like, I mean, even uh, Zensu, we'll get to his little short film that dropped on Twitter. It was fucking hilarious. But Rosvin is saying DXN entered a stage which the trading price is not very relevant considering that most people prefer to keep their DXN staked. However, if we look at the trading volume between 8,000 and 1.5 million every 24 hours, the liquidity providers seem to have a very nice ROI. So he's over here now being like, hey, maybe you want to think about the LP because there's again, like I said, I'm now seeing on my end. That's why I'm like, dude, I don't know, dude. I'm staying in. Well, because that's what's cool though. Let me calm down. I'm getting too excited. This is what's cool. You can stay in the DBZen auction lobby and get those rewards and just kick back and chill, But if you feel like you have a good amount of DXN and you want to start doing that pairing concept, what Rosvin is basically saying is no one is in the pool. So there's opportunity for you as a new liquidity provider to actually do a full range, right? I wouldn't go in on this. Like this is basically he's trying to get at is that don't go in on this and not know what the fuck you're doing, right? Make sure you go in on this and you understand how to rock a liquidity pool, how to use a liquidity pool, the risk of liquidity pools, and all that good jazz. And this is why, with this amount of ROI or this volume, you could potentially get some extra, ROI by just providing liquidity with DXN. So this is a new cycle that will create on its own because, like I said, the people who will be getting into the liquidity pool, maybe they'll buy the coins off the market. That's one of my speculations is that they'll just start buying DXN off the market so that they don't have to burn for DXN. And then, maybe a new cycle starts once that becomes very aggressive due to, no one being there. That's what it's all about. Be the only person there. That's why I play DBZen on every chain because every chain had the same cycle with DBZen. We can actually see it just by looking at their chart here. So like looking at the prices here, we still have 47 cents DBZen on Binance, which is cool because it's getting a pullback, but it's not like people are dumping it because they get it over there too. They're like, why would I give up my position on Binance, and dump it to zero when I am getting reward fees from, getting BNB every day. So like there are people, doing the liquidity because it's like, yeah, why not? And where I'm at with it is with the whole liquidity concept. I think for Zenians, if you want to test out this, and I'll give you an example in a second as we segue over into talking about Phoenix. But you want to maybe pair with your Zen. It's just that simple. That's what's so beautiful about our ecosystem right now is that now that Zen as a token is starting to create its own volume, its own life, its own, Ivan on Tech talked about it today on YouTube. Like he had like a 5-thing series that I saw on Twitter from Zensu. I was like, what the, what's bro? Like, all right, he just discovered Zen. But like, now that we're gonna have Zen take off on its own and it's gonna graduate and we're gonna be proud that we stayed around for the last 7 months, we can now use the Zen and we could leverage Zen. So if you believe in Zen, you can use it as leverage in these liquidity pools. So I've been also looking at this chart, which I think is pure alpha on DXN. So shout outs to the people in the chat, man. You guys are the ones that help me keep going. So I'm looking at this and I'm like, dude, if DBZN was gonna be doing a 99 from the top, like Zen did, I was like, oh wow, sub pennies, which would be insane. That's why it's like, wow, is that even possible? Like, would people even do that? Like, what? Like, is that even possible? But I mean, maybe we see if it is, but at the same time, I don't know about that, man. That doesn't just sound right, especially now that my divs have flipped. If I'm buying DXN, meaning that I found a floor in my own principle. It's like as long as I'm adding DVs in from this principle on, and these people keep burning to figure out the shit, I'm gonna keep earning. They're gonna keep burning, and I'm gonna keep earning. They're gonna keep burning, and I'm gonna keep earning. That's the new dance right there, straight up. Yo, what up, ZTFO? Welcome to the chat. What's up, Hex City? Welcome, Sensei Degen. What it do, Mike James? Thanks for pulling up. Mr. K, Ayo, what it do? And we got Chuck, what it do? Thanks for everybody. Make sure you hit that like button, that subscribe button. We be here. Damn, gas is crazy high right now. Whoa. In the hundreds? But if you've been watching the channel, man, we knew this was gonna happen. I wasn't even. I was just trying to put logic behind all of the scenarios that were going on. But yeah, like what we're looking at right now is DXN and Zen pairing on the weekly. Let's go down to the day. So what you'll see right now is that this is starting to turn into a master chart for my personal self, because Zenians, like I said, if you really understand what's going on here, you're like, oh, okay, cool. Zen is a leverage tool for me to get into liquidity pools as well, because now I can print Zen or I can mint Zen, and then I can just use that minted Zen to pair with these other tokens in the ecosystems, these derivatives, and then from there we can, get to the bag, because now as people trade in other liquidity pools, it's going to help bring attention to this one if it's dominating the Zen world. So I have this impression that we will have a lot of great dominating Zen pairs when it comes to the derivatives. So looking at DB Zen versus Zen, people have been selling their DB Zen into Zen this whole time. Just like, whoa, somebody started this April 23rd. So, or no, my bad, April 10th. Let me slow the fuck down. So, April 10th, somebody started this liquidity pool. It's again DXN versus Zen. There's only 274 DXN over here and 1 billion Zen. So, this is like what I mean. Like somebody started this pool and now they've been getting fees with other people who join this pool as this goes down. And what this could look like is like what I've done in the Phoenix world. Muhahaha. Oh, we're already on Polygon. Let's go. Yo, who's excited about Phoenix? What? Phoenix is crazy, man. What? I had to pull up to the stream. Thanks, bro. Thanks for pulling up. What up, Blue Bison? I had a 28 Gwei xeNFT just minted, still pending all weekend. Can't catch a major gas dip, so I bought some DXN instead. Yeah, man, I bought some DXN last night and I was like, damn, I can't believe I got gas right at 49. But the whole night I was like watching that gas was not moving, the needle was not moving. And again, I can't pull up the chart now because they make you have to pay all of a sudden. But in the beginning, we didn't have to pay for this. It's kind of crazy. But yeah, like now it's like I gotta pay for this. But historically, this is always a high gas time. May is always high because a lot of people are selling for the summer. You know what I'm saying? They gotta pay for the yacht party. So they use kind of like May Day, like that's what today is. They use May. What is it? Sell in May, walk away. It's just this like financial concept of like, maybe it's a good time to get out. Here in the crypto world, this is 24/7, 365, baby. So we don't stop over here. So I don't know. That's why I'm like, I don't get it. Why is everybody trying to get out right now? Like, it looks like a great time to get in right now. And seeing this, like this Zen chart where for the last almost, it will be a month and the 20 days or so, you could say like in a month's time, it's been selling down. And again, this is why I'm saying maybe we do get down to like to the $10 range, just because people are going to be selling DXN profits back into Zen to counterbalance uh, Zen, right? So like that's just like where we are with it. Like looking at Phoenix, I haven't even looked at the Zen price. So I guess I'll just save that for later. But looking at MZen, because we knew everything was going down. There's no real reason to like analyze that shit. It's going down. People are taking profits. What we're looking at though is these wicks of people buying uh, people's sell off. Now this is really good in my opinion because maybe we come down and look at this 100-day moving average on MZen, which would be great to get some cheaper Phoenix. Yeah, which is a ways away down from here for sure. So would suck if you're like betting on the success of this. But just for the conservative play, I mean, there could totally be, yeah, like a 60% retrace on MZen just to make sure that it has a solid ass bottom, right? Just to being realistic. And that's simply here is seen on the RSI. Like we want to get into that oversold range because we're just through the halfway point. So there's a lot of opportunity. Now, what makes me bullish on MZen is Phoenix because more people have to, like, there's still like a big ass learning curve for Phoenix. And I'll show you why in a second here. Oh, look at that, a little pump from the bottom. Uh-oh. So Phoenix is finding some legs on the 30-minute chart. That's the hour. So yeah, like the hour just started to get its little life going on here. It's a little lizard. But yeah, looking at Phoenix, Phoenix is gonna go hand in hand with MZen. MZen, and this is going back to what I'm talking about. Like Zen is becoming a leverage tool for liquidity pools. So any Zen on any chain is kind of like your way of staying daisy chained to the native token because Zen will be at its most valuable in, let's say, Matic versus USDC. Same like on Avalanche, like it'll be more valuable in Avalanche than it will be versus USDC, and that's just simply because Zenians are fucking crypto people. So they're not going to be putting the risk on USDC. They'll be putting their risk on the native token that is associated with the chain. It just makes more sense. So this is why in Phoenix world, when you're looking at MZen, MZen is 7 zeros 90. Then we go and look at Phoenix, and Phoenix is going to be 3 zeros and 8. And that's just simply because it's 10,000 Phoenix for one, or 10,000 Zen for one Phoenix. So when you burn Phoenix, you're gonna, destroy that Zen. Or I always say backwards. When you burn your Zen and you get that Phoenix, you're gonna be destroying that Zen off of the planet, gets kicked out of the supply, and then it's gonna generate this new Phoenix token where you can stake it for yield up to 21 years. Now, the crazy alpha here on Phoenix is that I've already started to build my ladder, and the equity supply is basically all of the Phoenix that's staked. So all of the Phoenix that is currently staked up is going to be located right here. Whereas, like, if we're looking at Phoenix on Polyscan, this number of Phoenix is going to be the total supply liquid. So this is why, for me, Phoenix is a very unique staking token because it is really rising from the ashes of Zen because it has its own price discovery to be to be worked out here, and we'll see where it goes when it comes to price discovery. My game theory on this, though, is that watching this number go down is good because that means that there's stakers. And then knowing how Phoenix works allows me to understand where stakers possibly are placing themselves. So just to do a quick little review here, again, the equity pool on Phoenix is how much Phoenix is in the staking pool. So you can almost use this as a metric to start doing your stakes. So you can go percentage-wise based on the equity pool to park yourself in a good position. Now, the reward pool, this is wild because it's all of the Zen that's been burned time. So like this is basically 80 trillion, or my bad, excuse me, 4.8 trillion Zen has been burned in Phoenix in the last 72 hours. Is it 72 hours? Has it been 72 hours? Has it been only? I think it's been 72 hours. Has to be. It has to be. Yeah, I think it's been 72 hours. We've been here for a while now, but since Saturday. I don't know, man. Everything in the universe now is just at the same time. So this shit just been running for 2 days. But I can't even say the hours no more. But with this reward pool, this is going to be paid out to stakers in 3 weeks. So you have 3 weeks to get into the equity pool in order to get a portion of the reward pool. And the reward pool is filled again when people burn. So when you go to burn your Zen, you create a one-to-one copy of each Phoenix that goes into or that comes into existence. So what I mean by that is when I go and burn Zen, let me get to this page. Let's say I want to do a billion. Is this a billion? There's three. All right. So let's say I want to burn a billion Zen. I will get 100,000 Phoenix, and then basically I get 100,000 Phoenix, and then the reward pool gets 100,000 Phoenix, and that's where the rewards are coming from the reward pool. So as people burn their Zen, that's filling up the reward pool. And what's crazy is motherfuckers ain't staking that shit. I'm like, yo, y'all really ain't staking it? That's cool. That's better for me because I'm staking. And my strategy is just to play the right game. So I have since this is a test vehicle here, right? We're on Polygon, but Polygon has value. So I'm testing it, but at the same time, I'm treating it like it should be treated. Zen Paul, we burn. Yo, thanks for the £5, bro. My guy Damien. Zen Paul, we burn. We be burning, dun dun burning. That's what'll be happening over here, dude. But yeah, like I set up a ladder. I did the 7777 stake, so I have a stake ending in 2044. Can't wait to be alive and healthy and able to end this stake. I think definitely Polygon will give me the longevity of a blockchain to be able to get this trustless yield, because again, Phoenix is trustless. There's no admin keys, there's no pre-mine, no pre-allocation, there's no backdoors, there's nothing in existence to rug this project except the community itself. So if the community were to rug, then yeah, maybe Phoenix would rug. But Joe Blau is an accredited man, worked for Uber, worked for Amazon, and just has a lot of development and UX experience. So his track record alone, him putting his face to the brand, all of that sells me on Phoenix. And it has a dope ass logo. Let's zoom in on the logo. Like, look at the logo. Look at this. Look at this logo, bro. There'd be some shitty logos in crypto. Not on Phoenix land. Brand look good. Brand look good. But so that's what gives me full confidence to do a 7777. I do think this blockchain will be here, and that's kind of what you want to base a lot of your Phoenix intuition on, is based on blockchain. So we'll see what it's like on the other chains, but I do see on the internet there's a lot of rave about what Ethereum is going to bring, and then what AVAX is going to bring, which is really dope. It's good to see that there's some excitement for AVAX and Phoenix. I think there's a lot of game theory, guys. We're going to be talking about this shit and chopping it up for a minute, so don't worry about what's going on. But like, yeah, there's a lot of game theory going on each chain. I have a hypothesis in my scientific book that Phoenix will actually have a better or like have a better heartbeat once we have all the chains out, because then we'll see what chain actually has the best staking return. And then if the research adds up and that chain won't fail me, then it actually makes sense for me to participate in Phoenix on that chain. And that's another bullish thing about Phoenix, is comes from the DNA of Zen. But again, I do feel as if it will have its own price discovery just based on these topics I'm talking about, which is branding and marketing, longevity, or excuse me, immutable code, right? Knowing that it can't be shut down and it can't be, you know, you know, just completely wiped away from the face of the earth. That's why it's like, where does this immutable code live? What's that environment? Is it on Polygon? Is it on Ethereum? Is it on Moonbeam? As a person really invested in Zen, these are things you got to check off before you go out there and splurge. So you don't find yourself on a ghost chain because no Zenians are there because they get it. That's like Doge chain right now. Anyone who's on Dogechain and believes in it, I fucks with you because man, you're holding on to a dream. Hopefully, people can get there. Maybe Phoenix will allow Zinians to get there, but there's just like so much extra shit that stops, stops that user developer relationship, and that's not what fair crypto is all about. We're about mass adoption. We're about changing the landscape of cryptocurrency. Bringing the power back to the user, and bringing the innovation back to the developer, in my opinion. If you really have a product that can be so open source, it doesn't even need admin keys. Like that shit is fire, bro. And that's what's tight about Phoenix. Like it's just gonna live on chain. So I did 26 stakes, and I have this ladder concept where basically when I burn some MZen, I'll go back and just start a ladder from this bottom day, right? So it's like, all right, cool. I got one weekend. Sometime this week, I got to burn some MZen and start staking again, and just continue to fill it out so that way in the year 2026, when it gets here, I'll be having these stakes, and I did 25,000 Phoenix, because there's a thing about Phoenix that again, it's installed in my mind like, hey, there might be some price appreciation here, and if people are locking these coins up because of they have to, right? And I'll get to some gambling in a second. We'll get to some gambling game theory on Phoenix, but people are going to have to lock up their coins. And what I mean is, when you go to stake your Phoenix, I don't have any Phoenix to stake. Let's see if the UI lets me play around. But basically, when you go to stake your Phoenix, since the equity pool is going to have that, how do you say, protection on it, in my opinion, I'm calling it equity pool protection, because the last thing you want is somebody to come in or to be able to burn a ton of MZen and then come into the Phoenix equity pool and be able to just kind of wash it in one swing and take all of the equity out. So yeah, that would be kind of cool, I guess. But at the same time, no, like I'm trying to have a vehicle that is sustainable, homie. Like I want this shit to go on and on and on and like I do believe that having this equity protection, that's just what I'm calling it. I haven't heard Joe Blau say that, but for me, it's protecting me to know where my minimum is, right? So if I was gonna do a 10,000 stake, and let's say I was gonna do it for this many days, which is 30 days. So like right now, if you were to do 100,000 Phoenix for 30 days, you actually have the possibility of losing almost around 12,000 Phoenix. Now, the reason why you're not going to be guaranteed your principal and full return is because you're diluted in shares already. So the reason for this is because people came before you. What, like, why? It's like me being mad somebody was born before me. Like, okay, yeah, I mean, yes, I missed out on the physical point and opportunity of life. Like, dude, it's just some shit you just got to be zen about. So knowing that this is the facts, and that some people will see this and be like, I don't want to lose any principal on this at all, they will probably discover the principle. So where we are is in 26. When we go May 1st, 26, you'll notice that down here, that yellow box, it turns blue, and it lets me know that I am going to be receiving my principal plus 1,000 Phoenix. Now, again, I've been saying it in this little rant here, but this is kind of why I'm like, I think Phoenix will have its own price discovery as all of them roll out. Because knowing that people have to lock in until 26, if they don't have the alpha, right? And none of us know the alpha until the 3 weeks from now. So hopefully, if you're following the channel, make sure you like and subscribe. We'll see if we get the alpha live here. Um, maybe we'll get it live, but we'll check it out. Right now, though, like I was saying, 1,096 days is kind of your staking principle to get your principal back. And I like this. Again, I believe that Phoenix is innovating the vanilla staker. And the vanilla staker in Zen, if you are a Zenian, you know you can only stake for 1,000 days for 18% APY right now, which is cool because you're going to get a lot of Zen at the end of that. But what if you could amplify your Zen? What if you could put that Zen through a mechanism of burning? And then you can use a new protocol with your amped up Zen to get even better rewards and returns. And that's how I see Phoenix. And this is why, for me, I was like, hell yeah, I'm finna stake all the way out because I want all the reward pools. Like, I'm not trying to get just the 3 week reward pool. And that's what's cool about this, right? Like that, those people play the game. And I see what's happening here. And this is why I'm very, again, bullish on the long term. So what I did for my science experiment is I put a 75,000 Phoenix stake in for 30 days. And then I did a 434,000 Phoenix stake for 30 days. Now, what I'm trying to see here is, do the reward pools actually give us yield? And if I am early, because again, you're going to need to get your shares. All right, I won't do that in a second. I'll keep going on this logic here. But you want to get in early because this reward pool right now is only going to be separated by this much equity. And we don't even know how much stakers are in the pool yet until Joseph comes out with the ZenPub Phoenix dashboard. Then we'll know. And for me, I'm not waiting for that information, bro. You got me twisted. I know how this game works. You need to get the stake in today. Now, like, let's look at this here real quick. I had that stake I did yesterday. Let's see if I get the same shares if I were to do it right now. So 434,232 Phoenix, and I got 118.6490. 118.6490. All right, let's see if I start the same stake for 30 days, if I get the same share. And we want to do 30 days. 118.6490. So yeah, again, this is what I'm saying. People who want to get the best shares for the reward pool have to stake immediately, or they will not be able to participate in the best ratio possible. So that's why I was like, all right, cool, I can share this info now because I got my motherfucking stakes in. And I was like, yeah, bro, I'm gonna go in on this giant stake because if people start to understand what's going on here, they won't have as much shares as me. So I'll actually get more of the reward pool because I was in earlier than they were. And then that's part of the game that no one has to play, but every 13 weeks there will be a reward pool based on how much Zen is burned. And there's another game. On Wednesday, I'm going to be talking with Cosmic Kid. He's a Twitter Spaces host that does a lot of Zen Spaces, but he's very passionate about Phoenix. And he's put me on to a lot of different game theories here. His game theory is wild. And if you listen to the Zen review yesterday on Twitter, you would be able to hear about this. But these damn Zenjins are washing Zen on Phoenix, causing the reward pool to pump like crazy because they're basically burning Zen for X1. And they just see Phoenix as a farm for X1. And yeah, I saw that happening yesterday and I heard them really talking about it. And then that's when I was like, okay, okay, okay. This is gonna get a little out of hand because this shit don't cost no money. And if that narrative takes over the Zen community, we could get lower as our scheduled program, right? There's going to be people who have stakes, they're going to end their stakes, they're going to sell to Zen. There's people whose claims are going to be ready, they're going to sell to Zen. They don't know the alpha right now that there's fucking Phoenix out with this massive reward pool that you need to stake immediately if you want to get the best share possible. um, there's people who have no clue that this shit is going on, and that is where I'm at with this, like this potential. We could roll over because those people don't know what's going on right now, which would give us technically cheaper Zen. And again, there's some memes on the Twitter, right, where everybody's like, Zen community is the only community that cheers for the price go down, and this was one of the reasons why. Because for me, right, here's some more alpha for the strategy, is that if Phoenix can keep getting lower lows, because now everybody's fucking pumping it, right? Now they're gonna go and buy this shit because they ain't got none. But hopefully, like I said, what you're dealing with when you're buying the Phoenix right now is you're dealing with those degens that are looking for that one-to-one peg. So at at 80 1884 at 8 or 8144, these degens are looking for you to pump it up so that right now it's below the peg, just barely below it. This is at 87, and Phoenix is at 81. So you're going to be dealing with these people, man. They're going to be looking to push the price down because they don't give a fuck about Phoenix, and they want that X1. And it's whenever that equilibrium of selling finally finds its yin and yang. But I do believe that yin and yang comes when more and more people start to understand the reward pool, and then they go, "Holy shit, I need to stake immediately, and I need a lot of Phoenix." And oh damn, I need to buy Matic because I ain't got none. And oh shit, I need to burn that shit right now. And then like all of this is gonna be happening as all of this happens, right? So again, Phoenix is gonna be launched this Saturday on Binance Chain. So if you are trying to really get your method together, you get a chance to do it again before the ETH launch. But all of this this experience that I've been able to absorb this weekend is just showing me again that I believe Phoenix will have a price discovery. I do not 100% believe Phoenix will stay pegged to Zen forever. Okay, I do not believe this is a peg token. All right, just like how DBZen is not really a peg token, but it is. Phoenix is in the same category now. Like it's pegged to the DNA and the liquidity pool that Zen has access to. So like on MZen, right? Like right now there's 30K in liquidity on Phoenix, which is fucking crazy. Even I had to get in the LP. But there's a market cap of Phoenix right now is just under 170,000. Now when we're looking at MZen, MZen is the second biggest blockchain in Zen liquidity. So ETH Zen has 1.5 million in liquidity right now, and MZen has 115,000. And then below that is OKX. And I'm starting to get just a little bullish on OKX because it's been up here for a minute now and no one talks about it. And it's making me curious to be like, what the fuck is going on OKX? That like they are shitting on the Binance people and the Phantom people because they're the loudest on Twitter. Now AVAX and Moonbeam, we already understand there's a lack of communication, I think, on these chains, and we had some really good spaces this weekend on Twitter where there's representatives from both of these chains in our spaces discovering Zen for their chain. So we're still in discovery phase over on two of the biggest chains in blockchain right now. Now ETH PAL, Eve Moss, and Doge Chain, you're gonna have to figure it out, man. I don't know what's going on over there, but I know y'all cooking. But again, Doge Chain, going back to what we were talking about earlier today, This is why in Phoenix, you're going to need to make sure you choose the right chain. And I'm going to do this shit based on liquidity more likely. And that's why I'm like, might need to get some Zen on OKX just so I can participate in Phoenix. Because they got a nice fucking electric pool over there. Like, why wouldn't I? Like 26K, I might as well plug myself into that shit. Again, it's what validates that, like, what is stopping some of this liquidity coming out of this Matic pool and then it bleeding into the Phoenix pool because the returns of trades are better as people sell their Zen or as people sell the Phoenix into Matic. I mean, as people sell their Phoenix that they're minting, right? That's what they're doing. They're washing the Phoenix or they're washing the Zen. They're burning their Zen, taking the Phoenix that they just got after they burned the Zen. It's like if I burned all 4,000 or all 4 billion of my MZen right now, and then I take this 4,000 Phoenix and I just dump it on the market. And then I go and I buy some more MZen and then I do it again. And I buy it and I do it again. So this is what's happening. People are farming X1 because they're going to need to burn a lot of Zen in order to participate on the smaller chain. So they're not wasting any time using Phoenix. And again, that's why I'm saying you might be able to catch a low and then, you know, buy a bunch of Phoenix and stake it for cheaper than it would have cost you to burn your Zen. So this is mind blowing. This is just one fucking game inside of all of it. But I did start it with the responsible game. All right. So make sure you put your responsibility pants on, ladies and gentlemen, and just stake it. There is a max, or what Crypto Bro is saying, there is a minimum stake term date, which is roughly around 1,900 or 1,096 days. Anything at that point in time, even if you do 100 Phoenix, oops, this isn't 96 anymore. Yep, there we go. Oh, okay. I guess actually people are probably starting to stake after I just released the alpha, so it might be rising already. Oh, actually it's the weight probably. All right, 100K. Yeah, it's the weight. So you don't want to do 100 Phoenix right now because the weight is the time is even further for a low amount of Phoenix. Man, there's so much game in this game, dog. Because that just means, like, what if somebody unleashes a burn contract to burn Phoenix, and then now Phoenix is having this crazy supply and demand issue where there's not enough Phoenix to stake, and then the reward pool is bussing because everybody is just washing their Zen for X1, creating extra rewards for the stakers. Like, it's just gonna be insane. Like, I don't know, chat. What the fuck is up? Yo, Mr. E, thanks for the 5 doodles, my guy. Appreciative, very appreciative. Personally, I think DXN is better way to farm XN. You'll probably get a lot more XN for burning DXN for it than the airdrop allocation will be. And in the meantime, you're staking the DXN, earning the E. Yeah, that's why it's like fun. I think DXN definitely is a better idea. If I had to say, like, how should you build your ecosystem in Zen, I would I would probably tell someone, all right, first start on Matic. A lot of liquidity over there. You can get in and out with your $100. Now, after that, maybe I'd tell them to dibble dabble in DBZen, but I would need to gauge what they were trying to do in crypto. If they have no clue what the fuck they are doing, I'm a Phoenix they ass. I'm gonna tell them, yo, go put some Zen, burn it in Phoenix, stake it until 26, and then you'll be in profit. Like, you'll be getting mad reward pools over and over again, and then when your Phoenix stake is over and everybody's done fighting over the Phoenix, you can sell at a higher price than what today's price is. Because I think we're in price discovery, so I don't feel like this is the price forever. Just like how Zen is still in price discovery after going 99%, when everybody was saying it's dumb as fuck to buy a 99% down coin, and now they're joining the tight This shit, motherfucker can't even dunk, man. It's trying, but then like people start buying it again, and then the whales just go, well, I'm not gonna buy it. We might as well just pump it again, like, because we want lower lows, bro. Give me some cheaper Zen. I need cheap Zen, dog. Did you not just hear the alpha? The cheaper the Zen is, the cheaper the Phoenix is, the longer the stake is. Don't do what I'm doing. But yeah, really, really excited to see how this goes. What's this reward button? Oh, someone has to flush the button. Someone has to press the button and flush it. So it's decentralized. Oh wow, they put a countdown? That's crazy. So you got 19 days. You got nine. Actually, this is the most bullish fucking page. I should have never showed this page. My bad. Complication video. What's complication? Can you please ask Jack to check Dogechain team about the problems as many people minted so many tokens there? I mean, this is what's funny, right? Zen is a fairly launched immutable contract, but the chain shut it down. Now that isn't first principles, and I don't think it's really on Jack to go and scold Dogechain. I really do think if the Zen community were to start scolding them and being like, yo, this shit ain't fair, maybe we could change the tune of how things are being ran over there. Because if not, then that's just like, anything in the reality. Like if someone doesn't want you at their party, why are you trying to walk through the front door? Like, fuck it then. We got 9 other parties going on. And what sucks though is that if you did have value over there, that's why it's like the community should be saying like, hey, Dogechain, why did you take my economical energy and make it less than what I've placed? So that that's just kind of what that is. So that's just where I'm at with it, with that Dogechain FUD. But because you see OKX, look at OKX, they're fudded out. They changed the gas, but now they got the 3rd biggest liquidity pool in Zenland. So the real question is how much deving does the dev want to do? And if the dev doesn't want to do any deving, then that's why the liquidity is going to show what's going on. That's again why I feel like these have potential, because people believe. There'd be this much money if no one believed in it 7 months in. So this is simple human behavior, because it's all real people, all real liquidity pools, all real opportunity. Yeah, that's what it's like. It just sucks that like Dogechain turned off the contract. Like that's really trash. I think Phoenix will take on its own life of its own and be cheaper to buy Phoenix than it will to buy burn Zen. I do think that too. Something I feel like might happen as well is it'd be cool to get to a parallel where it's actually really hard to obtain Zen, really hard to burn Zen, and then really hard to get Phoenix because of staking. Like those 3 elements on top of each other, we'd have no clue what the Phoenix price could be. But again, Matic is starting to go disinflationary. We don't have any. We don't have the Zen Turbo of the burn on every chain. But you can see here that Matic chain. Oh, I think we have it over here. I guess. Where's the Zen pub? Where's the pub at? Burn dashboard. We got the burn dashboard. But yeah, yesterday this was 24 trillion, and when Phoenix launched it, I believe it was at 27 trillion, right? Because it burned 4 trillion. Yeah, yeah. So technically, MZen's been disinflationary for the last 2 days, and this is kind of why I'm saying like with the Zengens that are farming X1 using Phoenix, how much Zengenian can they become before there's not enough MZen to burn, right? Now, because I'm learning, now that I understand this, I'm hodling, like, fuck out of here. I ain't selling this shit. You guys are burning too recklessly already. Look at the reward pool. It's like, this reward pool is like literally telling you how reckless of a situation this is right now. Like there should definitely be more stakers, but they've put it on the pair. Like, I mean, even I did it too. So like this is all just part of it. Like there's not going to be some stakers because there's going to be trading opportunity and value over in the trading world. So we have 15 million in Phoenix on the market right now. And like again, if people see the value in buying it because they don't want to burn, they're just gonna hop over there. What's up, Blue Bison? Tough question. Honest answer. How do you split 1 billion in between Phoenix and X Doge? Hey man, I haven't actually talked about X Doge because I'm kind of bearish on it, but we'll see. Maybe I'll try to do an interview with the X Doge Zentoshi. My like thing about the X Doge thing is I watched the kindness video, and it just felt like he has no clue what he's trying to do. And for me, I don't really want to rock with anything like that, bruh. Like I don't want to have to go and run down the dev, shake this motherfucker down. Like, bro, where are the coins? Where's the ideas? Where's all the shit? I don't want to do any of that anymore. Like, I found the Zen and the Phoenix and the DB Zen. So for me, I understand it's like meme season, but I'm trying to raise the bar of my crypto existence, and I want to make sure that I have a bar so goddamn high that when I do a pull up, I'm a billion eons in the sky doing a pull up. That's how high I want my bar to be. And I don't feel like Zen Doge is going to offer that for me just from listening to the developer. Now, will I go and burn? Yeah. I'll probably burn a little bit, but I have zero hopes in that shit. Just like XLON, I think it's a nothing coin, and it's going to have a purpose if the community gets behind it. And if people get behind it and they pump it like Pepe, then like I'll have a tiny bag to be like, hey, y'all should have bought at the bottom. Y'all should have burned at the 15%, because that's all it is. You just want to get in early. Early bird wins. So tiny burn don't hurt. I don't personally think. I don't think a tiny burn can hurt. My bullish settlement of Zen Doge is that when they do give to charity, that is a bullish ass moment. Because when that charity actually gets that crypto from that meme, that solidifies that it was a real, or like it was a real thing. Like they did it full circle. They recycled the crypto back into the reality. So that's the one thing that has me bullish and why I'm gonna burn for Zen Doge. But personally, do I feel like it will perform? I don't know, man. I need to see more people hyped up about it, and I need to see the dev feeling like they're doing more. Like I'm tired of coins that just come the fuck out. Like I like protocols. I like a coin that's attached to an engine, right? Then I'm like, okay, cool. Zen is gas. Then it's gonna feel this token that's now gas for this, right? And that's kind of how I'm philosophizing all my moves. So 1 billion Zen between Phoenix and X Doge, I would do definitely 80-20 on that Billy on Phoenix, because it's better. It's just going to be peace of mind in my opinion. So the number of shares you get on Phoenix is a function of how early you stake. I thought Joe Blau said there was no need to FOMO because everyone in the first week will participate in the first pool. He did say that. And he said that because he doesn't want you to FOMO. It's a long game. There's 2 games here. Now, the people who understood what was going on, what they did to understand is the Phoenix light paper. It's literally here in the light paper. It's the shark graph. So we have the rewards, and as you know, as your staking goes, basically, when you stake, when you're staking, you're like placing yourself like on a bar, and you need to stake as soon as possible so that you can get the best curve. Like that. I mean, that's just like basic idea. Like you always want to start at 0 as fast as possible so you can get the best curve. And then the curve is what creates the shares. So that was what the basic math was of Phoenix that I think a lot of people didn't put an emphasis on. And also no one really talked about it because that's alpha, unfortunately. Unfortunately. And that's, I mean, I was saying it, I was shouting, I was trying to be like, bro, what? Like, or if you watched my stream on Friday, I actually called Joe Blau a futter and said he gave us some of the most bearish tweets by saying people don't have to get in early. But you don't. You can get into right now and you can get the shares better than the person that gets in when it says 18 days. You get what I'm, that's the fairness. The fairness is the intel. Now where your body is when you need to apply the intel, that shit might be unfair. And that's when I would personally say, raise the bar of your crypto experience so that you can always be where the intel is. I only knew this about Phoenix because I was in Hex, and that was the thing. That's the thing up until today about Hex. If someone does a 555, why do you think they push the 555? If someone does the 5555 today, it helps everyone that did it before. And then if that one person goes and tells someone do a 55555, then it fucking keeps it going. Like, and then as long as they onboard people that do that, it keeps it going. And the difference between Phoenix and Hex though is that Phoenix might have actual reward pools you can get in and out of depending on weight, and when you get in. And this is why for me, I was saying I don't think I want to compete with people in the 9th and the 13-week reward pools, because I don't want to have to come back and see where my position is. I can actually just do the minimum to make sure I get my principal back. And when I do the minimum to make sure I get my principal back in 26, I get every reward party up until April 29th, 2026. And I just come back and click in, ding, and I get all that shit at one time. And I'm gonna do that shit every day in 26. And that's basically the two different types of players in this environment. So it does suck that not everyone got the alpha or not everyone understood. But that's why today is Monday, and I'm able to say this on the UE, because I was holding it in all week. I was listening in, and I was like, "Damn, nobody knows the alpha," because everyone doesn't wanna. Or I mean, this is just a lot of a lot of new people to this idea. So the alpha starts today, basically, and hopefully you can find yourself in a good position. And again, hopefully we get a bunch of sales. Looks like we're getting a little dip right now. Again, we'll see. Let's see if the dip is matching with XEN, which, let's see. It's not really matching with it. So again, there could just be people washing the price down because of the burn. And if that's the case, again, all that's doing for people that believe in Phoenix is giving you a lower entry point on a bigger stake. Like, that's how I'm seeing it. It's like, oh damn, there's a discount right now. Like, let me get 100. Let's see, how much is that? 100,000. So $76. So it's like, oh, let me get 100,000 and then stake that till 26, and just kind of like repeating that concept as people try to sell the lows, because eventually it's like Jack Levin's law, right? Like anything that goes down 99% can still see 100% increase. So I'm not necessarily betting on that, but definitely that is. I lived through it, so I could definitely be like, yeah, shit goes down, but has to come up for air. Like, it has to. What's up, Joe Bluff? How to change colors on the Phoenix website? Lols. I don't know, dude. Oh, you have a white one. I feel you. You want dark mode. That's down here, right? Actually, how did I get dark mode? Actually, I forgot how I activated dark mode. Joe, how do you do that? Actually, I don't know. Once on testnet, I did dark mode, and it's just been dark ever since, I guess. That's a good question. Man, I've been streaming for an hour. Hope the alpha's been chill this morning. I'll be with Kindness tomorrow, doing it up. We'll be talking about all of this. He'll give me his perspective. I'll give him my perspective, and we'll get some questions from the chat, and we'll be just talking Zen tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. So make sure you're awake and you have your coffee if you're trying to catch just some more insight on how to maybe play this game here. But yeah, man, I don't know how to make it light. I'm sorry, Joe Bluff. I wish I knew. Will each chain have a 3-week cooldown period when Zen is launched? Yep, Darren. Each chain has the 3-week cooldown. So that's why, like, I'm putting this shit under a microscope, because by the time we get to Ethereum, I want to be able to understand a lot of different metrics. Something I'm looking at is supply on ETH, and how DBZen as a demander. Phoenix is a demander, and people are going to want X Doge because people love buying shit coins. So there's going to be the X Doge demand factor on the supply. And when we look at the supply here, ETH is not like Polygon, right? ETH is at 9 trillion, Polygon's at 23 trillion. So depending on how much Zen is actually burned on Phoenix, again, now that people understand the alpha on the reward pool, it's going to be really hard to guesstimate on how much Zen will be burned because there could be some, there could just be a lot of shit. I'm just going to keep watching it, you know what I'm saying? But I'm bullish on it because there's not a lot of it. And then my other Phoenix chain that I'm really, really excited for is going to be Avalanche because there's no Zen. And since there's no Zen, that means that all of this shit becomes harder. Everything becomes harder. Like burning Zen for the reward pool, staking it. The user that actually has the AZEN to burn to get into the reward pool, right? The people that want to get in on AVAX because they believe in the chain and they go, I fucks with AVAX more than I fucks with Ethereum, right? AVAX just increased the block size. So you can also, in case you didn't know, you can now mint 72 VMUs in a Zentarion. So AZEN's looking really good for Phoenix. It's priming itself up right now. And again, if people are doing the DGen play where they're burning Zen and washing it for Phoenix and getting into a better vehicle, there will be that burn factor. And there ain't no Zen over there. 500 or 530 billion AZEN is available, or total liquid. We're not even looking at on the DEX. On the DEX, there's 23 billion, so you can't even grab that much without pumping the price. Yeah, yeah, I'm just, yeah, I'm just, yeah, I'm just. All right, dude, I gotta wrap this shit up, man. We've been chatting for a minute. Thanks to everybody that's been tuning in. Make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you do all that good jazz. Follow me on YouTube. Follow me on Twitter. I talk a lot of shit. People are dropping the price on purpose so others don't buy, so they can get a higher split of the rewards or something similar. They could do that, but that would be malicious. And I don't believe that that is what's happening. Again, it's super simple. Everyone is just washing the price down because, again, as more and more people get the intellect on the reward pool, what you think is malicious is actually human behavior. It's just what it is. It's just how humans, all humans think they making power moves, but truthfully, only one will survive. Thanks for the VMU increase info. Hell yeah, King. Go out there, check that shit out, man. Blew my mind. I was like, yeah. What up, Zenny Wine? So if Phoenix burns all the AZEN, what happens? Have you ever heard of that planet Pluto? Probably gonna be over there. But man, thanks to everybody. Thanks to the people who sent me my first super chats. This is my first time ever being able to monetize a video, so I couldn't do that without the community support. I'm gonna keep bringing the heat, keep bringing my perception on Zen Crypto. And again, this is about fairness. This is what we're here for. We're here to be fair. Actually, I'm gonna end it with this right here, and then I'm gonna get up out of here. But this was one of the funniest videos I ever seen because it's so true.
Proof of botnet, you idiots are doing proof of spam. And I think like proof of botnet is a very bad idea. Everyone had to pay is a very bad idea. Fuck everyone over on gas fees to spam up the network. Hexagons have to pay those rates.
Proof of participation protocol. 400 lines of code. These principles are defined, and we call them the first principles of crypto. Delayed gratification, it's on 10 chains with the lowest barriers to participate. The growth has been completely organic without raising money from VCs. The psychology is long-term thinking, free to mint, plus gas, plus time. Full transparency.
People come into the Hex community and then they fuck them with a shitcoin. But no one fucking learns, no one pays attention. The next piece of shit in line was Zen.
The initial supply was zero, the initial price was zero. Our self-custody, peer-to-peer value exchange, no counterparty, incentivization with community participation. And also, let's mention what it's not. We didn't deploy Zen protocol on any centralized exchange. did get deployed on centralized exchanges from day one. But we do encourage decentralized trading. And there's no admin keys.
We've seen it with all these fucking coins in the crypto space, all these fucking coins that go to zero every day.
But we do encourage decentralized trading.
Coin go negative 10,000x, going to zero over and over again.
No founder allocation, there was no team allocation, there was no pre-mine. To reach its fullest potential, all unnecessary uncertainties have been removed. Therefore, then, Tesla mint and burn harmony. With their token distribution model, this is just the fact. Undeniable, unargumentable, and out of 22,000 coins, this has never been built in the crypto before. How many protocols do you think live up to this? As a user, you have the option to convert the economic energy seen as cash that is still inflationary to something that is limited in supply and deflationary. And we call this the yin-yang relationship, which ultimately has the potential to be the base for a new financial system of hungry, bloodthirsty vampire Xenians that started burning Zen like there would have been a sale on flamethrowers, giving unprecedented amount of value to the Zen ecosystem. And that's just the start, my friends.
That is just the start, my friends. Catch y'all tomorrow on Kindness Show. Stay up. Hey, yo, Blue Bison, thanks for that $20 tip, bro. You're amazing. I appreciate it.